Flaherty. So she would sit through the entire 9-inning ball game with her hat on and her visor and a fan, and she did just great. But I'm sure she will appreciate the shade next year, or when we finally get those installed, so that she can enjoy the game from a shaded perspective next time she's out there.
Gotta love it. And you love when of course, she was a big part of one of the reasons why Fungo is now the official baseball program, but it took a lot of hard work on literally everybody's part. If you're watching by way of our social media and our video stream, we just put up the image of this proposed plan of things starting to kind of roll out. You'll be able to see that as well. We'll leave that on the screen momentarily here. But other than that, is there anything else that we want to make sure that we highlight for the fans that are coming out? Of course, we talk about it every week. I'm excited about potentially of Thirsty Thursday, the food trucks. You put those two together and baseball, it's a win-win for everybody, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And again, if you're looking at the concept plan, item number 3 does show an improved ramp up to the park, as well as item number 1, I believe, shows item number 8 shows a new entranceway. So when you're walking in or walking up to the park, it's going to feel like the real thing.
Legit.
When you're walking up to a minor league park or a major league park, it's going to have that feel to it, which is going to be awesome for the fan experience. So, we're having all this done, the field's being upgraded, the park's being upgraded. And we do want to make sure that folks know, especially our local businesses in town, know that we are looking to partner with them, as well as, larger corporations for naming rights to the field and other sponsorship opportunities to promote their businesses at the field. So that is going on right now. So if there are folks listening who are interested in that sort of thing and having their name or their business name on the field, or may know somebody that might be interested in that, then please reach out to us. We'd love to have that conversation. And I think having your name as the field, or naming rights to the field for a long time is something that could be really neat for a company, or maybe some folks that really love the town of Wake Forest and know that this is going to be a big part of it for a lot of years.
Oh, I love that. Love that concept. Now, just for reference, is it more than one? Or are you looking for really just the one sponsorship to help with that?
Sure. No, there's plenty of opportunities, multiple opportunities. I think, for naming rights to the field, that is going to be a major decision, and certainly, would bring in a big sponsor, a big partner for that. But that is just one opportunity. There's going to be, like I mentioned, multiple opportunities, maybe on a smaller scale for smaller businesses that might be interested, that can have their sign up at the field. Maybe there's some folks that are interested in certain games that they want to sponsor. So, they would have that home date sponsored, and their name would be called out multiple times. They put it all over our social media. They could have their employees, their staff out to the game and treat them to a nice evening at Flaherty Park. They could be a season sponsor. So every foul ball that is hit, that foul ball could be sponsored by your business. Every home run that is hit, every pitching change, that sort of thing. So there's so many opportunities for folks to get their business out there. And, if anybody is interested, we just need to have that conversation, and we can work around what they may feel is good for their business.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Again, Joe John George is here. He's with the Wake Forest Fungo, the official baseball program there in Wake Forest. And this is Fungo Friday. So for this concept plan, and we'll move on after this, Joe, is the 1, 2, 3. That's the kind of the steps that the city is really going through to be able to get to that, the final piece of the full plan, the phase 2. Is it going in order, or is that the way it works?
Yeah, great question. These items are not listed in order of a timeline. We have expressed our priorities, which certainly is going to be the bleachers, the sunshades, the dugouts, and I think the part that will take the longest time will be the ADA compliant ramp that you see, which is item number 3. So that process might take a little while longer, but we hope to have the dugouts and the bleachers and the sunshades up, probably sooner than later, and those are certainly taking priority for hopefully for this season. But again, with construction and government involved, it does take time. So we certainly don't want to guarantee those things just yet, but there is movement. Again, if you're at Flaherty Park right now, you'd see that the press box has already had some work begun on it. So there is movement. But again, that is the priority of how we want to see things go. We just keeping our fingers crossed that things can stay on schedule.
Fantastic. All right, so moving on, we have, of course, the kind of start warming weather that is upon us right now, and we keep our fingers crossed and knock on wood that it remains that way, especially for all season. But some of your players or all of your players have kicked off their college season. Let's kind of dive deep and give some shout outs where now they've been really going on for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, so Division One, they start their season in a couple weeks. So those guys have not began their season yet, and that I believe Jason Arndt was on the show a while back, and that season has not begun yet. But all of our Division Two, our Division Three, and all of our junior college players started their season. Some started February 1st, if you can imagine that, and the temperatures involved. There was, I think, one Saturday that it was a high of 32 or 35, and there were some guys playing
Wow.
double headers that day. So, including our head coach Jake Jones, who is an assistant coach at Barton College. He wasn't too thrilled about a doubleheader in 35-degree weather. He was looking forward to those 92 days in the middle of the summer with the Fungo. But it's good that the seasons are getting started. Our shortstop, or one of our shortstops from last year, Nick Badgett. I don't believe he's been on the show, but he was a huge piece of the team last year. He had a great opening weekend. I believe he was 8 for 15 and had, I want to say, 4 doubles and like 6 or 7 RBIs. So it was a great start for him. We've had Hogan Stallings on the show, who is a Wake Forest native, and he is at Lenoir-Rhyne University. They started off their season a couple weeks ago as well, and he got the opening day start for them, which was awesome for him, especially after them having a great season last year. And he was sitting behind an upperclassman, so now it's his turn, and getting that opening day start was great for him. And our guys at Belmont Abbey also started their season a couple weeks ago, including Blake Hanley, Josh Maruck, Jack Boyles, Cole Strand, and Aiden Brown. And I know they've won a handful of games here early in the season. And Josh Maruck, who is a freshman and actually played at Heritage High School, got his first chance to toe the rubber as a college athlete. So that was pretty cool for him to see. And it's just really great that we got to see these guys last summer, and they've all anticipated the season coming, and now we're here. So it's really cool to follow them and see how they're doing, and getting the text messages and that sort of thing from them on how their season has started to begin.
Joe John joins us here on our Fungo Friday program every single Friday beginning at 1 p.m. Anything else we want to make sure we highlight, my friend?
Yeah, with the warm weather, and you had mentioned Thirsty Thursday, just wanted to let everybody know that there has been progress on that discussion, on having beer sales. Nothing official as of now, town of Wake Forest, but there has been some very encouraging conversations and a lot of positive talk from the commissioners that ultimately we'll have to decide on the ordinance change for the town of Wake Forest. So I think we're feeling very, very good about that, and it was great to hear encouraging words from some of the commissioners involved, and I think that'll certainly turn to a positive thing for us soon, and we'll have some affirmative words for our folks about this summer and the beer sales. So sitting underneath the shade, 95
Yeah,
degrees, a
buddy.
little bit of wind blowing through, and a cold beer in your hand. I think that sounds really, really good about right now.
Let's rock and roll, my friend. Well, dude, we appreciate you very much. Congratulations on getting the rendering as things start prepare and start to the construction begins. We're looking forward to a great season. Of course, the very first game with the schedule, if you go to wakeforestfungo.com, you can check out the schedule there. This could be on May 27th, which is a away game. The first home game will be on in June 1st, which is a Thursday. South Wake Shakes. That's going to be a great game as well. We're looking forward to it, my friend. Okay.
Absolutely, Trey. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. Talk to you soon. God bless you.
Take care.
Joe John of the Wake Forest Fungo. We're so excited with everything going on. If you're tuned in by way of our video stream, you saw the renderings of the blueprint of everything going on. Of course, the press box is happening right now. It's exciting times. Again, it kicks off the first game of the season, the 27th of May. The first home game is on June 1st, which is a Thursday. So, fingers crossed there about, Thirsty Thursday. We're excited about that. Like Joe just mentioned, that is starting to kick off in a good way. My name is Trace Nod. Until next time, that was Joe John. He is the owner and operator of the Wake Forest Fungo, talking about the different stuff going on with the Wake Forest Fungo and with the players that are in college right now. So congratulations to them. We're excited to move forward. Hey, tonight coming up, we have a doubleheader action for the girls and guys game at Crossroad Christian. That is the conference championship tonight for the conference championship tournament. The girls will play tips off at 6:30, and the boys will kick off at 8 p.m. A lot to look forward to here on our local coverage of Next Door Radio. Also coming up is the Petersburg Cavaliers. They kick off their first game is on the 25th of this month. And the first official game of the regular season as the reigning champs is on the 4th. So much to look forward to. We're excited. And, of course, the Raleigh Firebirds are on the 3rd of March. So we are rapidly heading in the right direction here for local sports. So until next time, my name is Trace Nod. God bless. We'll see you later.